Corsual Spotlight. Welcome to the Corsual Spotlight number 10. It's like an anniversary, so we celebrate an anniversary.
Not ours?
No.
But one of a game.
The anniversary of Descent. Pretty nice old 3D shooter. I'm Stigi.
I'm Poli.
And that's Descent. So we're looking at one of the great classics in the 3D genre here. It's compared to Duke Nukem 3D and Doom very often, but I don't like that comparison because the gameplay feels very, very different. The main difference is in Duke Nukem 3D and Doom you can aim as fast as you want, you know, as fast as you can move your mouse. And here it's slower because you actually are like driving or flying this
you are
spaceship.
actually in a vehicle and you need to wait for the vehicle to
turn.
Well, actually turn around,
Therefore you can turn into any direction. So this means we have real 3D gameplay here instead of, well, 2.5D or however we want to call those old engines, you know, like the build engine and the Doom engine.
Yeah.
But here we have complete freedom. This means it might be a bit complicated to find the exit. It's the same goal like in any other 3D game, you know, find the exit, destroy the reactor and escape. And
maybe save some prisoners.
Yeah. And of course you sometimes need a red, blue or yellow key to get there.
Key cards.
Yeah.
A classic of the 90s.
How I hate them. So that's what you do here. And it's kind of irritating to see the map, you know, because you have all the 3D environments and
yeah, it's not easy to navigate through a fully 3D world where you can go up and down and left and right and basically everywhere.
But it's awesome when you're in a fight, you know, and you really forget where's up, where's down and everything. And it's really like, you know, some people might get sick watching this. So it's really an interesting genre, I'd say. It's really a genre for itself. I mean, we have space simulators where you fly out of space, you know, and fly there, but you don't have those rooms there, of course.
Yeah.
And the 3D shooters, like I mentioned, it's not really the same because of the different mechanics.
There are only a few titles that really can be compared to Descent, like Forsaken, which came out on PC and PlayStation and Nintendo 64, I think, in 1999.
And especially on PC, it was the title that showed what 3D accelerators can do. With all the colorful light effects and all that stuff. That was something, it was one of the visual most appealing games at the time. So overall we can compare Forsaken to this game, but Decent was there before because a small company called
Paradox Software, I think.
Yes, they developed that in
1994, exactly, and 2 years later they made part 2. And after that they actually closed their doors and 2 new studios opened their doors. And one of them was Outrage Entertainment, and they created the third title, the third Descent. And the other studio was actually Volition, and most of us will know them because they created the Red Faction series and Saints Row. So they actually started with Descent almost 20 years ago.
That's interesting. If you want to enjoy Descent today, the best way to do it is to use a port called DXX Rebirth. There you can also download better music files, so you have a better music quality because the soundtrack is really nice. It's done by
Skinny Puppy and Type O Negative, I think.
And it's kind of catchy. And
it's actually cool to see that back in the 90s all those big titles had big names for their music, like id Software had Trent Reznor for their Quake music, and these guys had these other bands for their music. It's pretty cool.
So overall, get the game. I think you should prefer the GOG version because it's DRM-free. You have no Steam features, and also it's just the first part that you get on Steam. On GOG you get both parts. And well, have fun with this awesome game.
See you next time.